So this is why Donald Trump is a problem. It's called the inside looks like the outside. When you have fallen apart outside, the inside is also rotted. So is he going to have new ideas that make sense? No. My mom is about 3 years younger than Donald Trump, and she is impossible to deal with. She's a difficult person to deal with. She says things that are wrong as he does. Donald Trump is like a known liar. When he starts talking, it's like he's hypnotizing a sheep. He doesn't actually say things that he believes or that are true. He just says things to control people. And he has enough advertising dollars that he can look famous. He and Elon Musk have a following because people don't know the internet's pay to win. Really, the people who don't make any content at all, the people who are uncreative, um, have no idea that the internet's pay to win, that when you pay, you get a boost in metrics. That's a lie. It's a complete fiction in return for money. And that is just seen as standard and okay, which is basically the end of like democracy. I have questioned democracy to the point that I've said that they took the king's, or God said the king is the king, and made it into you voted, and it's BS. It was BS before, it's BS now. So, yeah, I don't believe Donald Trump is a good person for leadership because he got there through controlling the economic source, and his ideas are old, and he's crotchety. Like, he's a crotchety person who pisses people off. You know how his outside is rotted? His outside is falling apart actively. Well, that's his insides too. But people like Elon and Trump don't want that to stop them from breeding. They're like, but I get all the ladies and you can work for me. So it's really like, it's bad. It's a grizzled old man, basically. Um, yeah. Having people in office who are over the age of 70 is a huge problem because they're all insane. Insane means they have bad ideas, their judgments are poor, and have disastrous results. Like, Donald could have questioned money printed at your debt and taxed. He could have questioned that. That's obviously a slave hoax. America killed the natives. They brought the chemtrails back today. These fucking bastards. I wonder who does that. How does gasoline create a water trail, really? No, it's just a chemical spray. They put it above us and they want it to descend and change our behaviors. Um, yeah, I hate them. They're liars. They're just liars. God said get circumcised. That's a lie. Somebody on earth thought of that, and somebody on earth benefited from that. And it wasn't God, you know what I mean? It's the real government. And so that's who's behind Donald Trump and all the BS. Yeah. I wish I was like, it really is like this story of the rich and the poor. It's pretty true. The rich get everything, the poor lose everything, so the rich can have it. The poor lose their time, the poor lose their bodies, the poor lose their families, the poor lose their health, the poor lose their mental sanity, the poor lose their peace, so the rich can feel bliss, so the rich can party, so the rich can live free, right? And so that story of the rich and the poor is like, I'm not going to say it's universal. I hope it's not. They would just be awful. It's literally like, well, did you get the nice? Because then you're either a bastard who's stealing it or you lost it. Both are contemptible. They are both contemptible. Being the one that lost it and being the one that has it because everyone else lost it, that's a contemptible situation. Donald Trump lives in those giant gilded palaces. When was the last time Donald Trump carried a beam or hammered a nail into something? Literally never. His fat ass has never done anything like that. Donald Trump is old. He's fallen apart on the outside, and the inside is mush. And he is insane. Like, instead of questioning money at debt and tax, he raised tariffs on everybody. Wow, dude. Because that's what that really does, is that if the money's created at a vacuum and you owe some of it, then the only way to get out of a deficit is you have to take foreign currency because our country didn't print it. That's the only way. So doing tariffs, basically, he said, "Yes, I will do your way, the golden age." He said, "Yes, I will be a gold empire servant." He believes in God, so he's going to continue castrating all the boys, and he's going to go. He does. He's a pedo. Donald, yes, he wants to have sex with young teenage girls, and he freaking was with all those people who do it, and that's the connection between like Elon and all those guys is that they like party time, right? They want a party, and so they don't let you see that. That's not something they show you, but that's their other side of their character. Do you think when you're not looking at Trump, he's studying, reading old manuals? Hell no. He's freaking trying to get some, and he's just riffing with what he already thought. So, yeah. Donald Trump is a problem. Basically, every politician who's rotted alive is a problem because they're just crazy. They just can't be trusted. They're not intelligent. They're greedy and they're liars. Like Donald Trump lying are the one and the same. Donald Trump is a liar. Donald Trump will look at you and say, "What you have isn't any good." And then he'll try to buy it from you for cheap. And then as soon as you turn around, you'll see he's marked it up to an insane price because now, oh, now he noticed its true worth. He's a liar. Yeah, Donald Trump is a liar. So he's a gold empire stooge. He wants to be just like the real government, and he's not. And he's sad and silly and pathetic, and I really hate him. I wish I offered him holographic money. He said I can't see that. The guy who gave me hundreds of millions, yeah, yeah, his ideas, which is gonna be like, here's Africa again. The pyramid is on the dollar. What do you think that eye rising up the pyramid is? The pyramid was built by slaves, and it was built by slaves so the elite could live forever, right? That's why the Bible talks about heaven being limited to 144,000, is because that's how big the bunker is. The bunker doesn't have any more room than that. So, like, trusting Donald Trump was an illusion. Donald and Elon look popular because they have the money to spend on advertisers, and the advertisers take money for making them look popular because it's printed at their debt and taxed, and there's no ordinary source for anybody. So these people are greedy. Like the amount of money they make, and it's still not enough for them, is insane. Like these people have basically some of them hundreds of cars, and they still want more. They're like, it's not enough. So I don't know when us, the common people, are gonna stop letting them do that, but that's really what it is that you let them do that. You looked at Donald Trump and you said, wow, he said, God bless America. I can't even tell I'm circumcised, right? He's just really helpless, really stupid. Like you're doing the things they led you to do. So you could question money at debt and tax. No, no, no. Cut Social Security. Fuck grandma, right? Because it's not his grandma. That's the thing. It's not his grandma, so he doesn't care about it. Do you see? Oh, crotchety old people. My mom is so difficult. I call her a horrible person. She is. Like the things they do are absolutely awful. And it really started when she got 62. When she was over 60, she started getting mean. By the time she was 65, she was straight up like shrill. And now she's just like an utter dodger, completely crazy. If you've rotted on the outside, you've rotted on the inside. When the person's outside goes, "Blur," their inside has as well, and they don't know what they're doing. He's basically a zombie. So I don't know when the rest of you are going to notice and care. The rest of you have to notice and care. You can't just like, someone will take care of it. No, it'll be the people who took care of it before, and you're going to be slaves again. So.